Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another Tuesday night in the man cave. Now what's going on tonight is a whole heap of bits and pieces and whatever. I've got a little test that I'm going to be running, or that I am running, with stickers on a safari tank. So I've got some footage from earlier today that I've done with that, so we'll see that in a minute. I want to talk about the Grip Puppies that I had on the DR650 and what I've done with that, and then also the Grip Puppies on the postie bikes. For the useless tips for the whippersnappers, I've got some deodorant options and my thoughts on that stuff. I've bought myself a new pair of gloves, which is what I used on that little desert trip, which I haven't got around to doing the bloody footage for that, but I'm getting there and I'll hopefully have that up this week. So I want to show those things. I've also bought, I'll get into that, I've also bought myself a new bloody helmet. So to finally replace this, I've had this for quite a few years and it's had quite a few bumps and bangs, and so I thought it was about time to replace it. I've purchased it today, so hopefully this week I'll be having that. I'll just show you what I've bought, and then hopefully I'll be able to do a bit of a review and stuff like that. And then of course for the filming side of stuff, I'll be rigging that helmet up to have the camera on it and have all the microphone and all that kind of stuff, and hopefully I'll be able to do all that for those videos. But anyway, here's the footage from earlier today and what I'm doing with this safari tank and the stickers. So the age-old problem of the safari tank and stickers, everything that I've researched and seen on forums and all that kind of stuff, the thing is, stickers do not last on safari tanks. When I bought this brand new and had it on there, I sticked it all up when I did that the Simpson Desert ride for the charity and all that kind of stuff for Royal Flying Doctors. Had it all stickered up, and I reckon it must have lasted, I don't know, 4 months. I'm really guessing here, but those stickers that were on there, they lasted quite a long time. From what I've read is that when it's brand new, the petrol hasn't, or the chemical or whatever happens in here, hadn't got all the way out. So that's why they lasted on there a long time. Now that this tank is quite a few years old now, and I know that it's obviously grown and all that kind of stuff, what I want to do is I want to do a test. I'll just show you up here of putting some stickers on. And I'm going to do it in a way that I'm going to put a sticker down here on this side and another one on the other side, and then I'm going to put one up the top where the petrol doesn't normally sit. And what I'm going to do is the perforation. I've heard about people doing perforations in stickers. No one's actually said that it works or whatever, but I'm going to do it and we're going to find out what happens. And so one side will be perforated and the other side won't be perforated, and we'll see what the difference is that happens. This might take, a month or whatever to happen. It might even only take a couple of days. We don't know. I'll get you up over here. We'll have a look at these stickers and how I'm perforating them.
What are you doing, Perks?
So these are the stickers, just small little stickers. Just show you, so I've got one of each. One of these has been perforated. Hopefully we're going to see that. There it is there. So that one there, I've just randomly perforated it, and that one's not. So I'm just going to show you how I did that one by doing this one here. So all I got is just a thumbtack. Just poking holes in it. That's it. Oh, bent the bloody needle. It's alright, we've got another one. There we have it. So there we go. So two of them now are perforated, the other two aren't. And we'll just flip these over and you can see that the needle has gone all the way through. Now obviously that's not the best way to perforate, like as in it come from a bloody shop as a perforated, where they'd actually have a die thing that would actually cut a piece of that sticker. Now I've pushed it through, so when I push it back onto the tank, is that going to seal back up or not? I don't know. That's the best way that I can do a perforation out of nowhere. Alright, so I'm just going to clean this tank up where these stickers are going to go. Just going to use some methylated spirits just to make sure I don't have any of that bloody Maxima SC1 stuff left over on it, just so that I give the sticker the best possible chance of adhering to the tank. And methylated spirits should remove anything and then dry away to have nothing left on there. So the idea is up the top here, there's not going to be much petrol sitting in there for extended periods of time. But the bottom is always going to have petrol sitting in there. I'll just do the other side. Alright guys, so we'll put the non-perforated stickers on the driver's side. We'll call it the driver's side. I'll put the Eureka flag on there. I'll bring it up to do the top one. But basically I'll put that about there. Done. So now for the perforated stickers. Now we've got to remember that today is, I don't even know what today is, it's Sunday, the 9th of October. Oh, I can go down here. With the perforated one, you don't have to worry about having an air bubble because it all bloody comes out. Australia one can go straight up there. Beautiful. So this is the perforated side. So as you can see, it's perforated. Come down. Same there. And then on the other side, non-perforated. Beautiful. Oh, look at all those battle scars. Gotta love that. So there you go guys, we'll just have to keep a monitor on that and just see how it goes. So remember, it's the 9th of October and that's it. Cool. Alright guys, so these Grip Puppies, so I did that video showing how to install them, said that I'd used them on Max doing a bit of technical stuff and riding around and seemed to be great, no worries at all. Now I did use, obviously they were on Max when I did that little desert trip the weekend. And what I found was that, as you can see, they're not on there anymore. Halfway through the first day of that little desert, riding in the sand, so yeah, you're full on bloody, I got really bad arm pump. Something that I don't normally get. You get a bit sore, but not that. If anybody knows what arm pump is, you know, it's just like your muscles are they're bulging and just all tight. I was copping that, so about halfway through, it was actually lunchtime when we pulled over for lunch. I got the knife out and I cut them off, took them off. So for the rest of that day, I still had sore arms, but it didn't get worse. It wasn't until the next day that it all went ding, ding, ding. I didn't get any arm pump at all, and I was pretty much doing the same stuff. So having these Grip Puppies, having the thicker grip, definitely made a difference and gave me that arm pump. So it was mainly on the front and a little bit on the inside. So I thought, shit, that's not very bloody good. And, and I've heard people, you've got to get a little bit used to it and all that kind of stuff. But definitely having a thicker grip is going to make it. It is an unnatural thing. Obviously, that's why grips are a certain size. Most of them are, particular size for that reason. Now, having said that, we put them, as you know, we put them on the postie bikes. Now, I'll just bring you over. So yeah, we put them on the postie bike. So on Charlie and also on Tango's, which is Nay's postie bike. Just was yesterday, because today's Sunday. So yesterday, me and Nay went out to Welsford Forest with the two postie bikes. We rode from here out the other side of town to Welsford. We spent about about 3 hours, pretty much solid, on the postie bike, so riding on the road and then through the dirt. We didn't do anything technical or whatever, but I know for Nay, anything's, when it comes to dirt and rocks and bits and pieces, she's pretty much hanging on. None of us got any arm pump whatsoever. So my conclusion to that is, I suppose, with the Grip Puppies, if you're going to be doing pretty hardcore stuff, or what I would call hardcore, which may not be hardcore to other people, but where you're really bloody focusing and you're shooting yourself and all that kind of stuff, and you're hanging on, I don't think Grip Puppies are the way to go. I think it will just give you, obviously everybody's going to be a bit different, but I reckon it's just not the way to go. If it's just like road riding or just easy stuff, I find these were really good. When we were out there, it did exactly what we wanted to do when we put that shittier stuff on. It takes the vibration out and it takes the hard bloody crap out of it. They're just comfortable, I suppose. So there you go. That's the story on the Grip Puppies. I just wanted to kind of like not to say they're magic and fantastic and all that kind of stuff. Cool. Alright, so continuing on from the whole grip bloody thing, AEST has these type of gloves. I've never given these a real thought. They're kind of like a motocross glove. So they're very, very thin, not a whole lot of protection on them. And I noticed he had them and I thought, oh, well, we're doing this bloody little desert, I'll give them a try. So I went to Elliott Brothers, and of course, anything to do with motocross and gear, whether it's jerseys, helmets, gloves, they're every bloody colour under the rainbow. They even have they have pina colada, can you believe it? I don't know what it is with the motocross guys, but apparently they love to be all Larry and stuff. Anyway, they didn't have a plain black pair. These are Fox Dirt Paw race things. So as you can see, they look like they're really old, but they're not. These were bright red. This was all red. The bloody fox on there was all red. I did my usual thing. Get out the permanent marker, and we just tried to colour. Even they helped me do it. Actually, she did the better job. That one's a lot darker than that one, and crossed them all out. Anyway, what I'm getting to is these are bloody fantastic. So yeah, just running these, doing that desert run. So really hard stuff. I don't know why I haven't had these before. What I was using, and these are from my doing the cruiser and road bike, I always just wore these. They're leather. They got heaps of protection, all that kind of stuff. These were kind of like my summer one because they get a bit of air through them, as opposed to my big bloody me other ones that I wear. But this is what I was using on Max, and I tell you, the difference between those and those are crazy. Now the thing to remember is that there's not much protection, so if you come off, hit asphalt, that's not going to last very long. Very long? Very long. So my thought is that because we trailered the bikes up, these were great. That's all I needed to use, because the whole time we were just on dirt, sand and whatever. There was a small section of tar that we did. So I suppose if I was doing a trip where I was going to be travelling to somewhere to then do the hard stuff, I would take those and use them while I'm on the tar doing the 100 Ks or whatever down the highway. But because these are so small, bloody stick them in your pocket type thing, pull them out to do the hard stuff. So there you go. If any of you guys that are on the dual sport adventure stuff, and you've never thought of trying like an enduro or dirt bike racer gloves, give them a whirl. They're really worth it. I've actually bought another pair exactly the same, except I got the plain black ones, except obviously the logos and stuff will be in a white colour, which won't be white for very longer because I'll colour it in all black. Alright, now I didn't actually mention this in the start, and it's something that I don't normally like. I don't like to gripe about stuff. I like to keep things positive. If something's negative, I just go, yep, see you later, negative, I don't want to know about you. But in this particular case, on one of the filming videos that I did about the microphones, I made mention about Camzilla, which is camzilla.com.au. I've bought a lot of cameras through them. I bought all my drift cameras, the Sony camera, mounts and all that kind of stuff. I spent a lot of money with them. And the microphones. And I've just recently I was talking about these microphones and how the ones that I've got are a mono. And in the video I explain, when you look at them, how you can tell whether it's a mono stereo, a mono mic, or a stereo mic, and then there's a PC mic. They're all different, and you can tell by the connection. It's quite easy once you know how it works. Anyway, I said that I use drift mics in my helmets, and I said I've looked on Camzilla and they've actually got the drift cameras, but they're the stereo ones now, and you can tell by the picture. So I directed people to there to say, hey, if you want a stereo one, a mic that I know that works really well, go and bloody check it out. Anyway, so I went and bought two of the bloody things. They're $35 each. I get them, and they're identical as the picture, except for that part. For this part here, I'll rip the bloody thing out. I'll rip the bloody thing out! Except for that part, the important part. That is a mono mic. The one that they pictured on their website is a stereo. Now my gripe is, okay, fine, not a problem. I rang them up after receiving them, and I got some young bloody salesman who's been there not very long or whatever, and I explained what the issue was. And I said, look, I've directed people to you, and you've got this image up there that's wrong. And he said, oh, right, yeah, I've only been here not that long. And, oh, right, okay, well, we can refund you, give you your money back and whatever. I said, no, that's all right. Look, I can still use them. I know that it's an easy fix just in the editing to change it to the stereo. No big deal. But I think you should remove that image, or at least say in the text that they're a mono, not a stereo mic. Oh, yeah. Anyway, just recently I went back to have a look at their website. They hadn't changed it, so I rang them up, happened to get this same bloody person on the phone, and I said, can I speak to the boss? And he goes, oh yeah, he's on the phone at the moment. I said, oh, all right, no worries. He said, I'll get him to give you a call back. But can I ask you why? So then I explained the whole thing, and his straight up excuse was, oh, we've been busy. I couldn't believe it. I just went, no, you can't mislead people and then be too busy for 2 weeks to change an image or to put a little bit of text. It really got my... I'm a retailer online. Our biggest thing is our customers. You don't piss customers off. Anyway, so, and then of course I thought, all right, fair enough. He's going to get the boss to ring me and I can explain it to him, and then they'll get it sorted out. I still haven't been rang back. So so really annoyed with Camzilla about that. I hope they ring me back, I don't know. But, so yeah, anybody that watched that thing, the ones on Camzilla are still a mono, not a stereo. That's my gripe. Cool. Alright guys, so time for a useless tip for the bloody whippersnappers. And it's all about hygiene while you're on the road. What I've got is a whole heap. So what I'm talking about is when not your weekend trip or whatever, when you're doing maybe a week ride or 2 week ride, and this all comes about, the way I come about this is when me and Ken years ago when we did the Simpson Desert, and it sounds really weird for me to be saying years ago because I think it was 2012 or something like that, I learnt this lesson. So normally, now, just straight up, this says it's a woman's one. There's a Rexona for men that I normally have, but I don't use it anymore. This is the one that Nay would use when we're doing something and it's like, we need to be lightweight. This is the thing I use now. It's Rexona, same thing, except it's a spray. Whereas this one is your normal everyday roll-on. So I used to use this because it was really small, and I figured that I would get more use out of that one than I would out of a little spray. I'd only have so many sprays and then I'd run out because it's so little. Whereas this one I'd have a whole heap. Now, where this comes about is from when me and Ken did the 2 week ride. We did the Simpson Desert and we were raising money for the Royal Flying Doctor Service. Now we'd planned and set up that once we got all the way through and we were coming back through Dubbo, we were able to go to the Dubbo Royal Flying Doctor Service base, and the lady Pam there would give us a bit of a run through and would do a bit of filming and all that kind of stuff. When we arrived there, and this is like the last leg of the bloody trip, you know, me and Ken, we've been in our gear, bloody our asses have been smashed into the seat fucking for 2 weeks. We're wearing the same, you know, riding gear. I mean, you're changing your bloody underwear and all that kind of stuff. But things start to get a bit smelly. So when we rocked up there, and we said to the lady Pam, we said, look, this is what we've been doing. Do you mind walking in front of us? Don't walk behind us because we're not going to smell that good. Now, the only thing that I had was this. It was a roll-on, so I can roll on under my arms, and that's no worries. But when all your gear's stinking, you can't just roll this stuff, or, you know, get your riding pants and give them a squirt down, you know, in all around there to make all that smell lovely. You can't do that with a roll-on, but you can do that with this. So, you know, bit of a spray around, and there you go, you're all bloody roses. So that's a little tip if you've never thought of that point. You know, hey, most of us, we go around on a ride, and that's our thing. We get to stink and not have a shower, and who gives a dandy. But there are some times when, you know, you might be going somewhere, or you're going into somewhere, and you know, you're a bit on the bloody nose. It'd be nice to be able to just do that and then just cover that up, even if it covers it up for bloody half an hour. You get in, get what you're doing, and then get out. So there you go. Tip for the whippersnappers: go with the spray, not the roll-on. Alright, so I'm getting a new bloody helmet. Finally. This helmet has been dropped off the bike, which is where a lot of these, well, not all of them, scratches have come from. As you know, I've fallen off the bike plenty of times and the helmet has hit the ground. I mean, nothing you know, super bad or anything like that. I still believe that this helmet is in good working order. I know it's very hard. Rocket scientists will tell me that it's, you know, you just got to drop it once and you've got to replace it. But you know, most of us aren't rich people and we can't really do that. And then I know the flip side of that is, well, if you're brain dead, well, then it really doesn't matter. We do what we got to do. So anyway, I'm getting a new helmet. So the helmet that I'm getting, it's a, what the hell is it now? It's a Bell. It's a Bell MX9 adventure helmet. Here it is. This is what it looks like. So my hopes with getting this new helmet is lots of things. It's a new helmet. I want a new bloody helmet. It's a new helmet, so it will be safer for me, hopefully, because that may be a little bit dodgy, who knows. The aerodynamics of this Bell, this helmet here was an RJ's helmet, so it was a real cheap helmet. I'm hoping that this new one might have better aerodynamics, so it might be not as noisy, which will help obviously with your ears, but also with mic talking and stuff like that at the higher speeds. So anyway, that video will be coming out whenever I get that helmet and do a bit of bloody testing with it. Cool. Alright guys, so something a little bit different. Now you might remember this world map that I had for when I was talking about the, what do you call it, the time zones. Well, I've just got a letter, and I'll just put my short lookers on. I've got a letter here. It might look like I'm in the deep dark depths of Biker Bits HQ. I am. It says, hi Nay and Mark. I thought it would be great if us subscribers could give something back and maybe start a new trend in the famous Man Cave episodes. I was thinking maybe we could send you stickers from our local motorcycle club and you then put them on the wall somewhere in the Man Cave. Hopefully you would get stickers from around the world to display in the cave. I'll go first and hereby send you the first sticker to go on the wall. All the best from me, Klaus, here in Denmark, aka Dexmeister. Cool, thanks man. So what he's done, so here's it's come in the bloody mail, so you can see that it's from Denmark. And that's the sticker that he sent. So that's the, what is it, MC Touring Club, Denmark. So what we're going to do, is I reckon I'll use this thing. What I'll most probably do is I'll put this onto another board which will make it quite big. Hopefully I'll get stickers from around the world, who knows. So yeah, look, if you want to send me a sticker, whether it's a motorcycle club or it's your YouTube channel or bloody anything, you know, I don't know, Miami, Florida bloody tourist sticker because you're from Miami, or you know, any type of sticker that most probably kind of relates to where you're from, or whatever it is, I don't know. Send me a bloody sticker, and I'll whack it up on this. So if I can peel this sticker. So Klaus's sticker, so Denmark, hang on, bring you over. Let's see if we can get on to Denmark. Oh, where are we going? Where are we going? Oh God. Where's Denmark? Can anybody see Denmark? Oh, there it is. There's Denmark. Where is it? There it is. Cool. So that is going to go up here. You didn't see that, did you? There it is. Cool bananas. There you go. So if you want to send me a sticker, send it to the address that you can see there, Biker Bits Australia, PO Box 2277, Bendigo, DC, Vic 3554, Australia. Cool. Well, there you go, guys. That's it for Tuesday night in the man cave. Hopefully we'll have another one next week, and hopefully we'll be out on the cruiser. I'm getting sick of hearing myself say that. But the weather is actually getting better now, so we'll be getting out on there. God damn it. Alright guys, keep on riding.